So we haven't spoken about Batwoman in a little while, so in this video we're going to go over a few updates, I suppose, and supposedly one of them is that, Batwoman, in terms of early screening or early reviews for Batwoman, the pilot that is that everyone is raving about it. So let's break some Batwoman-y things down. What is up, Bat family? Welcome to a brand new video, and now this is going to be a mix of several different things, to be honest. Just, some generic kind of Batwoman info. I mean, I haven't made a Batwoman video in probably a month or two on this channel, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less, but either way, this, as we all know, is going to be coming to the CW. Well, I think it's fairly obvious that they're going to order a series order for the Batwoman show, and that is even one of the updates that I want to talk about. Right off the bat, I guess we're going right into this, no pun intended there. Batwoman, now this is from Spoiler TV, ordered to series by the CW ? And that's because they're saying, thanks to Julito for the heads up, that it appears that the CW have ordered Batwoman to series. Now this is coming from a Twitter account that some people are calling like a fan account, but they've supposedly revealed information like this in advance accurately many times. Now the reason why you have to take this with a grain of salt though, and I just have to say that, is because it hasn't been officially announced by the CW that, by the way, Batwoman, you know that pilot we were working on, that character, Batwoman who was in the Elseworlds crossover, we have given her a full series order for season 1. They haven't said that yet. I expect that to be coming out probably in the next month, or maybe even sooner, just because, the early reviews are coming in. This has now come out from this Twitter page of, saying that it has, kind of low-key been ordered. And, is that surprising? I could be wrong, and it might not be ordered to a full series order, but come on, this is Batwoman. People are raving about that first episode, so I would tell you, between me and you, it's kind of been ordered for a series, full series order. So that's interesting. Especially in the news that Arrow season 8 is going to be its last season, which makes sense. Whether you're into the Batwoman show or the idea of it, which we'll go into a bit more character descriptions in a second. Some people are worried about, is it going to push the SJW kind of stuff too much, or is it going to do this too much, or I don't want Arrow to end, and Batwoman, is there really so much to Give it a chance first. Watch the first episode. And I'm sure with the fact that they can do a Bat Family-esque character, because she's not strictly Bat Family if you read the comics, it does sound very promising. And especially if people are saying that it's, people are raving about it, then that makes me excited. For example, the whole raving comment comes from Deadline. Their Pilots 2019, latest buzz on what's hot at the broadcast networks. Now, if you scroll down on that page right to the bottom, it says the 4 early standouts at the CW reaffirms their front-runner status after the network screenings. That includes Batwoman, starring Ruby Rose, which people are raving about. And then they go on about a Riverdale spin-off. Now, talking about the full series order kind of thing, it is very sneaky, and I've actually got this from Batwoman.tv, a website I definitely recommend checking out if you want to stay up to date with Batwoman news. Warner Brothers shop sneakily debuted a new Ruby Rose Batwoman statue. So, as I agree with the article here, this is a very good sign for fans hoping for a full season. It is weird, and this is a pretty cool statue. I really want it, to be honest. Please, I need this. It looks awesome. And you don't often get a lot of merch for the CW show. Sure, there are Flash ones now of lightning going off Barry. There are pops. And finally, we've got more than just one season's worth of pops. But, coming out with a Ruby Rose Batwoman figure as awesome looking as this, before we've got the freaking pilot or a full series order, is, they're blatantly invested in this. Now, you could be like, Boba, you're looking into it too much. This is just a flipping statue. Come on. I'm pretty sure that this means only good things for the show. But of course, statue doesn't equal translation to full series order, but if you add up the things along the way, you kind of know where this is going. So this article I'm about to talk about, I think came out almost a month ago. I probably should have done a video on it back then, but I wanted to chuck it in here, just so we could talk about it a teeny bit more in terms of what teasers Greg Berlanti gave to Deadline. So an interesting thing to know is that what it says here, Berlanti informed us that the Batwoman pilot origin story that we set up predates the crossover. It's a story prior to the Elseworlds crossover. crossover, because obviously we saw Ruby Rose's Batwoman in the Elseworlds crossover, and this pilot that we're going to see is going to be completely set beforehand, which makes sense. You know, I've heard rumors about obviously flashbacks to the kidnapping. We've got obviously the Wonderland gang. We've got Alice. This is all official stuff, like Alice was cast and everything like that, but I'll talk about that specifically in a couple of minutes. They go on to say that the character breakdowns have given a taste as to where Batwoman will dwell. Rachel Skarsten, who played Black Canary on Warner Brothers' Birds of Prey, plays Chief Baddie Alice, who we were just talking about, the leader of her Lewis Carroll-inspired Wonderland gang and Gotham antagonist. Now, I have spoke about other characters before in another video, and if I remember, I will leave that in the cards above, but there are some other breakdowns here. So Dougray Scott will play Batwoman's father, Jacob Kane, a former military colonel with a chip on his shoulder for Batman. He now commands Gotham's private security firm, the Crows, and has made it his mission to protect the city better than the Dark Knight ever could. But it's only a matter of time before his unwavering disdain for vigilantes put him at odds with Gotham's new Caped Crusader, who also happens to be his own daughter. So that, you know, that's very exciting. There's a couple of breakdowns in terms of like people opposing Batwoman, which makes sense, I guess. Build up a cast of characters which, you know, are kind of against, but yet have a personal connection to the main character, Kate Kane, aka Batwoman. It just makes more interesting things for drama, more interesting, inevitable reveals to characters throughout the season. So I'm sure we'll get at least 1 or 2 reveals to these characters as to like Kate Kane being Batwoman, and they're just like, holy crap, you know, they're gonna help her, I'm sure, along her journey one way or another, or it's gonna be just about really keeping that secret from them and that she's taken over for the Dark Knight. So next one is Elizabeth Anways plays Catherine Hamilton Kane, Kate Kane's stepmother. She made her fortune as a savvy, bull-headed defense contractor, and all those billions position her as one of Gotham's most powerful residents. For Catherine, it's a matter of the bottom line. Batwoman is bad for business. If anything, Batwoman should be good for business, because that means, you know, she's clearing up more crime in Gotham City, which means more people probably want to live there. So what do you want about frickin' Kate Kane's frickin' stepmother, Catherine Hamilton Kane? But anyway, moving on to Megan Tandy. She portrays Sophie Moore. We've spoke about Sophie before, but this is an official character description. After graduating from the military academy, Sophie rose through the ranks to become a high-level private security agent and one of Gotham's staunchest protectors. Despite her bite and regimented outlook, Sophie has a soft side, illuminated by Kate Kane's return. And then, of course, we have Cameron Johnson, who is Luke Fox, a Batman loyalist and son of Wayne R&D's director Lucius Fox. Luke works to keep Wayne Tower secure in his boss's absence, so obviously we might get a bit of Batwing there, which I really kind of hope we do. I mean, I can't imagine it straight away, but like maybe further along. There are lots of photos from Hollywood North.buzz that I'm sure I'll leave in the description. Bat Signal looks awesome, but we have seen that before in the Elseworlds crossover. I can't tell right here if there's any notable massive differences from the Elseworlds crossover. Aside from that, there's just a bunch of like random set photos from the filming of the pilot. So overall, everyone, I would just love to know what you think in terms of this little update in this video. Are you excited for this show? Are you excited to see Kate Kane, or should I say Ruby Rose, as Batwoman? From the Elseworlds crossover, I definitely did get the impression that she was quite good for the role, but I still am not completely 100% sold on you know, Kate Kane or Ruby Rose as the Batwoman. Obviously, we're going to see a lot of setup in the first episode, you know, in terms of Alice. The whole like sister connection storyline there. I also hope that they do Alice and like the Wonderland gang as quite a, I don't know, quite a good villain, because I feel like they're obviously going to be the main villains of this season, and they're going to be introduced in the pilot, mixed in with those flashbacks. So I don't know, I just hope that they are a strong season 1 villain, because you look at Arrow season 1, you look at the Flash season 1, they're both very strong foundations for those shows. So I'm really hoping it'll be the same for Batwoman. At the same time, this is set in Gotham City, guys, so that's another perk. You know, we're probably going to see Ruby Rose clear up some of Batman, and I know some people might critique this, but with Batman gone, of course, we might run into some Batman characters. People can't just be like, oh, she's stealing Batman's villains. Well, no shit in a way, because she's literally the protector of Gotham now. She's got to handle this city more or less by herself, with the exception of maybe a couple of other people. You know, I'm looking forward to some Luke Fox and Batman references. I'm looking forward to, and this isn't all for like, oh, Batman references. This is the Batwoman show, of course. I'm just saying, like, I'm not completely sold yet, but of course it does look good. Apparently people are raving about the pilot and the way that's been put together. Obviously this is like a first impression, so they really want to blow your minds away here. And with Arrow ending, we do need a new vigilante on the CW's Arrowverse, in the terms of one vigilante leaves, Oliver Queen, somebody else comes in with their own show, Batwoman. It makes sense to helm it with a new vigilante-esque character. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I know this was a bit of a random blurbery kind of update video, but I thought I should do one since it's been quite a while, and I'm sure I'll probably be doing another one soon in terms of more Batwoman news coming out of the woodwork over the next couple of months maybe. But thank you so much for watching, guys. As always, like the video if you did enjoy it. It really does help out the channel, and I really appreciate that support. Check out other links in the description, guys, where you can find my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and there's my Patreon and my Teespring store in there as well. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you, Bat Family. I need to work on a name in the next video. Goodbye.